As teachers, you play an important role in the social and cultural development of your students. In today's video, we are going to be covering ethics, empathy, and perspective taking in education, why they're important, and how to implement them. Creating ethical classrooms. One of the first steps to fostering ethics in your classroom is setting ethical ground rules. This means making expectations for classroom conduct and discussion clear to all students. Ethical ground rules should emphasize to students that everybody has the right to be heard, that students should tolerate each other's opinions and respect others even if they disagree with those opinions. Students should work to create a classroom environment that they themselves would like to learn in. It's important to show students that it's cool to care about others. When students care about creating a safe and supportive learning environment, they're practicing ethics. Students should be encouraged to think before they act and speak, to take responsibility for their actions, and to support their fellow students. Fostering student ethics does not stop at simply respecting others. It also includes students respecting themselves and having the ability to set boundaries and recognize when those boundaries have been crossed. For some students, you as their teacher are the first to teach them that they deserve to be heard and respected. And as their teacher, you have the opportunity to show students how to create boundaries for themselves and reinforce those boundaries by respecting them. Students should not feel that they are forced to do things that make them uncomfortable, and they should be made aware of what is and isn't appropriate conduct, what is and is not acceptable, especially with regard to authority figures in their lives. Ultimately, teachers model ethics and set the tone for how students are treated in the classroom.
Empathy is the ability to sense other people's emotions, coupled with the ability to imagine what someone else might be thinking or feeling. When children learn how other people may feel, they become careful with their actions. Demonstrating empathy in the classroom allows teachers to recognize the feelings of their students and themselves without lowering expectations. Empathy is a powerful tool that can help you better understand what is driving your students' behavior and find strategies to help. It can also help you connect and work through difficult moments together. Modeling is one of the best ways for students to develop empathy in the classroom. Teachers can be role models who show students the power of empathy in relationships. It is a teacher who leads individuals to care for the feelings of the others in class. As teachers, models have to be positive when learning. Students mirror optimistic and confident learning behaviors. Being able to understand the feelings of another can transform the lives of students. Although it is impossible to understand someone else's feelings or emotions thoroughly, it is important to try to see situations from another's point of view. These actions encourages positive social change and cultivates a safer environment. When children feel understood, they feel happier, trusted, and compelled to treat others with kindness. Listening actively to others is another way to teach empathy in the classroom. It is extremely important while empathizing you get to know to another person's point of view. One of the most common obstacles to empathic relationship is that effective listening is difficult, and often individuals don't listen to one another in conversation. Teachers can use hear strategy to help students recognize and block out that noise as they devote their attention to listening to one another. The hear strategy consists of these steps: hold, engage, anticipate, and replay. With metacognitive awareness, children learn to step into the shoes of many lives and understand why the other person is different or alike. When we encourage students to become more empathic, we help them create more opportunities for success in school and other aspects of their life.
Teaching multiple perspectives. Perspective taking is a complex skill requiring several abilities, including the capacity to discern other people's emotions accurately, as well as inhibitory control, in order to set aside our own thoughts and feelings and try to understand how another might be feeling or thinking. Cognitive flexibility is also crucial, since we must think beyond our customary ways of and look at the situation from a different angle. Having the ability to see and comprehend the world from someone else's point of view is a crucial life skill. Being able to understand other people's perspectives can help improve social skills and relationships, both inside and outside of the classroom. It can have a significant impact on everything from classroom culture to individual student learning and mental health. Perspective taking is one of the first stages in relating to another person's life experiences. as it makes it possible for students to recognize that others can have different thoughts, feelings, and knowledge. It also enables students to understand that someone's perspective may be related to their unique experiences, beliefs, and culture. As an educator, there are several simple daily practices you can incorporate into your teaching to help your students develop this skill. Some ideas. First of all, lead by example. By taking the time to see a situation from someone else's point of view, it's easier to be fair and just. Children learn by observation, so when you show them the importance of perspective taking, they will follow your lead. Talk about feelings. All feelings are valid, and it's essential to teach children that anger, sadness, and loneliness aren't bad words. Teach students to consider the other side by discussing real-life examples of people helping each other. Help them understand how actions and behaviors impact others, and encourage them to practice evaluating other people's actions and behaviors. Encouraging community is another way to teach children to value and respect others. When we engage with, collaborate, and problem solve with others, we learn to value those relationships. Create a safe environment that helps children feel safe, respected, and loved. Children who have a sense of security are better able to understand and respect the perspective of others. You can encourage students to adopt the perspective of characters in stories, movies, or even skits. This can help them to better understand the thoughts and emotions of other people. Also, try asking students to consider how the story might change if it were told from a different character's point of view. When conflicts arise, help students recognize that each side may have a different perception of the situation. By acknowledging and addressing these differing perspectives, you can guide students towards a solution that is fair to both parties.
Being a teacher isn't easy, but with the right tools, you too can create a compassionate classroom by teaching your students about ethics, empathy, and perspective taking. Thanks for watching!